Yes, good. Right, I'm not going to do a full Joe Wicks. I think that's probably a bit too much, and most of you are sitting there with your headphones on, so it's going to be a bit a bit difficult if I want to get you up and doing some movement. So the talk I was asked to do was sort of getting us back into ringing after having almost a year of not ringing, and what I normally start with some exercises and then sort of finish with questions, but what I'd like you to do is, if you've got any questions, can you put them on the chat now, because we've got sort of 15 minutes, and then I can try and answer those questions if you have a specific one. So if you put any questions on the chat, that would be helpful. Okay, I might even get John to answer some of them. I was asked to sort of do some exercises to return us back into ringing, but when I thought about it, ringing is not actually your hardcore physical. There's no Olympic bell ringing, there's no sort of world championships. We don't have to sort of do an awful lot of heavy physical exercise. We sort of move our arms above our heads and down again, and we sort of climb some of the tower steps. But as regards heavy duty physical exercise, it's not sort of up there with synchronized swimming or triathlons or anything like that. So I had to think, as a physio, sort of what does bell ringing give us as exercise? And it's lower limb strength, because we have to get up and down the stairs, usually in fairly awkward places. We have to have some shoulder flexibility so that we can get our hands above our head so that we can ring. And we have to have some balance, because obviously we're going to be standing for a reasonably long amount of time. So you want to be able to be steady on your feet. Are you prepared to do a few of these exercises with me? Because I'm not going to stand here like Joe Wicks just doing a little demos. So I think I'd like to get you up off your bottoms and doing a few with me. We'll start with some flexibility. So it's flexibility, strength and balance. That's what we're looking for. So we'll start with flexibility of the shoulders. So you ready there? We'll just do some shoulder reverses. Oh, mine are cracking. And then forwards. And backwards again. And this time with your arms out to the side, just backward circles. Lovely. Now if you can get the bigger backward circles, lovely. And watch out for the lights. So one of the other stretches we can do is we can do the W, which is a W like this. So we might just stand like that. You want your arms in line with your shoulders. So it's not here, it's back here. Okay, this will really give you a stretch. Keep your hands as if you were holding something. So they're like that. Keep them like that with those wrists right back, and just straighten your arms. And you'll feel a really good stretch at those fingers. Okay, that's a W, and that's a T. And then keeping those fingers together, going up above your head to get the hands together. Keep your elbows straight if you can. So we're not here, we're there, right up. Okay, we'll just go through those again. So it's W, T, and an I. Okay, so that'll just help keep your shoulders nice and flexible. Okay, I hate to say that a lot of ringers just ring like this, so you're not going to need to really get up really stretched. One of the other exercises you can do is just get one hand behind your back and catch it with the other. If you can't, you get your charity tea towel from wherever bell ringing jamboree you've been to. Just use that to help get those arms round. Can everyone do both ways? So you can get round this way and round that way. Quite a hard one, that one. Okay, so that's sort of shoulder flexibility. Now we want to have a little look at lower limb strength. So I'm going to put you down a slight section and ask if you go back to your chair. So we're going to do some sitting and standing. If you're on a chair on casters, be very careful. Just change that up a little bit. And we're going to do 20 of these. You ready? Hands, no, so no arms. You ready? We'll go 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halfway. 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll speed it up for the last 5. Ready? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done. So that will be improving your quads here and your glutes here. One of the other exercises that I'd like to suggest you do is working the back muscles. I apologise for not having my face in here, but the camera, John and I tried to get a wide angle camera, but you'll just see whichever bit of the body is more important. So for this, you just need your tins of tomatoes or a little weight. If you haven't got a weight, don't worry about it. But we're looking to see if you can bend down to touch your toes, but keeping your back straight. So we're going there, down to your toes and up again. So I'm just wondering how I can get this a bit further away so you can see. I hope you get the idea. So you are standing, coming down, your back straight, touch your toes, and back up again. And we'll just do 10 of those. So going down to toes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. Okay, so you've got flexibility in your shoulders, you've got some strength around the back and tops of your legs. The last thing I want to talk about is just your balance. Now the most important, let's go back up here so you can see me. The most important thing for balance is obviously your feet, because they're the things that are touching the floor. So you get your handy chair again, which will be your balance pole. We will just do a few balance exercises. I'm going to put the camera on the floor so you can see my feet, and we'll go from there. Okay. Let's check you can see that. The most important muscle when you're balancing is this one, your calf muscle. It's very important that that stays strong. So you can put one finger on the edge of the chair and just go up and down on your calf muscles. We'll do that 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And this time you can do it just one leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so as the other leg doesn't become weak and feeble, we'll do 10 on that side as well. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, when you're balancing on your feet, this is your standard balance position, but you can stand with your feet closer together, which will challenge your balance more. Or if you can stand with one foot in front of the other, and then just stand there without holding on to anything for a count of 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right, let's come back up so you can see me again. So those are just some few very simple exercises, looking at flexibility of your shoulders, because that's bell ringing, looking at the strength of your legs, because that's climbing the stairs, and a little bit of balance, because obviously that is what you're needing to do when you're standing for several minutes, hours, as you go. Are there any questions? I'm having a look. I can't see anything on the chat.
Yes, we had one question. Should I work my hands get nowhere near to touching behind my back?
What, nothing at all? What's all, it's all a bit like this?
Richard, do you want to?
Well, I can touch the top of my shoulder blade, but not
the other one.
They must be about 6 to 8 inches apart.
That's fine. If you want to carry on stretching, just as I said, get your tea towel, and then you can practice just easing it round. It's the flexibility of your shoulders that's the issue. It's looking behind your back and coming out, right? Whether it's going above your head and going back. It's not necessary for bell ringing to be able to have fully flexible shoulders. You just need to be able to go up to about there. That's the bell ringing position. However much they teach you how to go right up, that's normally about the bell ringing position, isn't it? If you're ringing like this, you're probably doing it wrong.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any more questions? Hopefully I've woken you up, because I think most of the afternoon is going to be sitting down and listening exercise talks, aren't they?
I was about to say, I think you've definitely got sort of our heart rate's going a little bit, which is a good.
I didn't do any aerobic stuff. I thought, shall I get everyone doing sort of running on the spot and all this sort of stuff? And I thought, well, ringing's not known for its aerobic capacity, is it?
No, you notice I had a few sips of coffee whilst doing those exercises.
Yeah, you might have a bit of coffee or a bit of beer or something like that. But that's
a very, very quick question, but it might not be relevant to this, but it's a personal thing, really.
Good question.
Lower back pain. Have you got any easy, quick exercises for lower back pain?
You probably need, I know it sounds, this is answering question with a question. You probably need a proper assessment to find out why you've got back pain. Is it because you're sitting in your, the sort of the computer back pain position? Is it because you have perhaps, you might have one leg slightly longer than the other? There's various different things that's going to cause it, and depending on what causes it is what your treatments are. Very often it's postural, in which case you just need to do the opposite position every now and again. So if you're sitting like this most of the time, you'll need to do some back extensions to get that stretch. It's strength and flexibility in the back. So you know, I can go through a whole range of back exercises, but that's a private lesson. Thank you, Arthur.
Day. All right, super. Well,
Keep it flexible and keep it strong. It's the best thing.
well, I might be in touch on a separate way then. Lucy, you've warmed us up wonderfully today. Thank you for setting us off. I guess lots of us have to zoom off, so to speak, to other sessions. So we will thank you again, and
No problem.
and lots of thanks coming through in the chat box.
Okay.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Ryan. Bye.
Bye bye.